In a very tight Republican race, only 4 candidates remain. They are Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum, Ron Paul, and Newt Gingrich. Each of them are seeking 1,144 delegates out of a possible 2,286 to get the nomination as a Republican candidate for President of the United States. Challenge President Barack Obama, the Democratic candidate. Recently, the national media, the Republican Party, and basically the island of Guam monitored what happened at the Guam Republican Caucus, where the 3 main goals of the caucus was to pledge the island's 9 delegates to the preferred Republican presidential candidate in a winner-take-all contest, select the delegates to represent the island in the Republican National Convention, and to elect the local party officials. Events were originally scheduled to start at 9 a.m., but because of Chamorro Standard Time, local party leaders began arriving late from breakfast.
I'm Jim Espaldon, former Senator Jim Espaldon. My role today at the convention is I've been asked to be the parliamentarian. In essence, basically, I'm the guy who makes sure that there are any questions on rules, on the bylaws, and perhaps what's in order according to Robert's Rules of Order. Right? Then it's my responsibility basically to do the research, to do the analysis, and to make the call if there is any discrepancy between 2 parties or 2 issues or 2 questions that need to be resolved by rule or by bylaws. Right, that's what I do. And then the secondary purpose why I'm here is because of free iced tea.
Everyone assembled. The caucus was about to begin with the recitation of the Guam hymn, Star Spangled Banner, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. One other unique thing too was, in accordance to Guam's Catholic tradition, an opening prayer was said.
Let's keep a moment of sacred silence for the men and women in the military.
The titular party head, which was Governor Eddie Calvo, opened with a speech. He praised and expressed his views in the party in what was basically a pep talk to the delegates.
The people are the bosses, and it will be our people that lead our island to its greatest heights ever. Do you believe in Guam? Yes. Do you believe in the Republican Party? Yes. I'm sure that is. Rudy, you haven't lost your voice yet. You've been doing that for 60 years.
Governor Calvo also expressed his open endorsement of candidate Mitt Romney.
I make it very clear of my endorsement for President Romney. And this is important. We're an unincorporated territory. And with that, we believe so much in the American dream and what the deemed true meaning of democracy is. But it's unfortunate that we are not fully into the full American family, and we have not truly tasted true democracy. But that time will come. But when it comes to representation of the people's views, of our people, we do have a say-so in the nominating process. And I do believe that from what I've heard from Governor Romney and from hearing from his son and daughter-in-law, that the views and the aspirations of the true...
Calvo was then followed by the minority leader of the Guam legislature, Senator Frank Blas Jr., who also is a lone Republican candidate for the Guam delegate to the United States Congress.
With a Republican majority. I would love to serve you as your voice in Congress in the United States Congress. We continue to hold the administration, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, and we need a president, a Republican president of the United States of America. That's what we got to do for. So don't let anybody do you know? But a lot of times the media the national media will say, it's just 9 votes, it's just 9 delegates. But you know what? That means a lot. The 9 delegate votes the votes that we are going to decide on today on who is going to lead our nation. More importantly, who is going to lead our nation in the future. Guam has an opportunity to stand up and wear its worst diversion. You've got an awesome responsibility on your shoulders today. This is a great team. This team starts with all of us here. Let's tell the nation, let's tell the world who should be the next president of the United States, and it's going to be a Republican.
The caucus committee was then introduced, and the local village leaders reported how many delegates they had.
Chairman, that was 6 delegates from the capital city of Guam.
I was supposed to say that, God's country. Anyway, from the Council Village, also known as God's country, I bring 5 delegates.
Thank you.
So the first order of business was picking the Republican presidential candidate. Letters or speeches would be made by the candidates or representatives of them on their behalf. So Rick Santorum's letter was read, seeking delegates on an island he made some questionable comments on earlier this year.
I want to be responsible, I want to be respectful of the Constitution because there is a provision that judges are appointed for life. Now maybe we can create a court that puts them in Guam or something like that and keep their life appointments and appoint a whole bunch of new judges.
The real attraction was the presence of Matt Romney, son of U.S. presidential candidate Mitt Romney, who had arrived from the island of Saipan and now was on Guam to address delegates on behalf of his father.
Went out to me and my brothers. Who could go and travel to Guam and Saipan, and I was so glad that I was quick to email that day. I beat my brothers, and I know they're very jealous.
Romney had good words for his father, and following the speech, he received the holiday spirit.
Viva Republican! Viva Republican!
And I love your enthusiasm. It's so great. You guys are fantastic. Now, I'm obviously here to support my dad. I want you to know I would do anything for him. He's been the best person in my life. He's shown me a great example.
Immediately after Romney's speech, a motion was made to skip the ballot vote and instead pledge the island's 9 delegates to Mitt Romney.
Those opposed? With that, I'm ready to meet unanimously. Motion is approved.
After the party pledged its support to Romney, the task of selecting delegates was very fast-paced.
Martha, would you accept the nomination?
I accept, and I say, Viva Romney!
The delegates were nominated and stated that they would mostly vote for Romney. Not everyone was on the same page. After deliberation from the caucus committee, he was able to be nominated, and after that discussion, the delegate ballots were distributed.
First of all, 4 years ago, Guam was considered pretty important when it came to the Democratic election of Barack Hussein Obama. And after 4 years of his leadership, we can see that the country's going in the wrong direction. And, reading the news, seeing what's going on in the world, made me decide that it was time to start, really learning again what it was to be a citizen of the United States of America. And in doing so, I studied the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, reading such things as Common Sense by Thomas Paine, the Federalist and the Anti-Federalist letters, because it's important to see both sides of the story, understand how people truly felt. And in doing so, I was introduced by some internet friends to Dr. Ron Paul. And I looked at his voting record. I looked at all of his speeches that he's done over the past 30 years in politics, and basically determined that he is currently the most conservative, most liberty-minded, and most consistent person that is running for the Republican Party nomination for president. I don't agree with all of his policies, but I agree with the majority of them, such as sound financial. I agree with him on abortion. I definitely agree with him on his foreign policy stance of no more unconstitutional wars. I think that his stance on Iran might be a little bit weak, but having a strong military, which he does, he is a proponent of a strong military. It's just, instead of the president saying, let's go to war, it would be the Congress, therefore the people, determining who and who we do not go to war with. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Outside the ballroom, I couldn't help but notice a few women who had signs supporting Rick Santorum.
We want Santorum for president. He's been, since the beginning, he's been against Obamacare.
Yes.
He is consistent.
He's very consistent.
Pro-life, and he happens to be Catholic. Three strikes, so what else do we want from a
this
person?
island is representing the best candidate so far. I mean, Mr. Santorum has been very consistent in all the 5 non-negotiable issues for the Roman Catholic Church, and we're supporting that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome. The agenda of the day was nearly finished. The delegates got another break to cast more ballots to the local party officials. And overall, it seemed the delegates were pleased with the turnout and the results of the caucus.
I am very, very happy that the Republicans have all gotten together to select their delegates and alternates for the convention in Tampa, Florida. And we have also agreed that whoever is the top vote getter will be the block vote, which we will be presenting in Tampa, Florida. The governor will take the lead in this as the titular head of the party. And I'm very, very happy that Matt Romney is here. Very happy also that finally my invitation was accepted, because I sent him an invitation several months ago to come to Guam, and I was surprised it became a reality.
Nipinawa, I'm from the great island of Guam, the great village of Barragata, and I'm here today at today's Republican convention here in the Sheraton Hotel. Today we've had our convention, and I'm here to support and cast my vote for Mitt Romney for President of the United States. I think he is above and beyond every other presidential challenger, has Guam's best interest, and that's why I'm casting my vote for Mitt Romney. Thank you.
The caucus was a chance for local Republicans to have their say in the presidential election process. But because of Guam's status as a territory of the United States, they will not be able to cast their votes in the general election this fall. That's another issue to discuss. Despite that, the Republican passion is alive and well on an island under the Pacific sun. They'll surely be monitoring everything going on in the delegate race and in the presidential election this fall. In the meantime, I'm Jeffrey Farewell. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
Viva Republica! Viva Republica!